Hello and welcome. In this training, we will walk through the process for completing your 2026 IDD program data reporting requirements using Formstack. For the 2026 reporting cycle, contracted providers are required to submit the following: 2 biannual demographic and performance evaluation reports and 1 end-of-year narrative report. Reporting links will be sent by email during the first week of each reporting period. You will receive a reporting link in July 2026 for services provided between January 1st and June 30th, 2026. You will receive a reporting link in January 2027 for services provided between July 1st and December 31st, 2026. You will also receive the end-of-year narrative report link in January 2027. All reporting categories included in these forms were reviewed, approved, and incorporated into your contract. If you have any questions, please contact the Data and Performance team. Please remember that all reports must be submitted by the required deadline and should include complete and accurate information. In this training, we will use sample data for demonstration purposes only. None of the numbers shown in this video represent actual program data. Once you receive your reporting link by email, select the link to open the Formstack reporting form. The first page collects basic information about your organization and the person completing the report. Complete each required field, select your organization, enter your name and title, provide your email address, select the reporting year. Then choose the reporting period you are submitting. For this example, we will select January 1st through June 30th. After reviewing your entries, select Next. The next section asks for the total number of individuals served during the reporting period. You will report 2 numbers: unduplicated individuals served, duplicated individuals served. Understanding the difference between these 2 counts is very important. An unduplicated count represents each unique individual only once, regardless of how many times that person received services. A duplicated count represents every service encounter or participation instance, including repeat visits by the same individual. Let's look at a sample example. If one person attended your program 5 times during the reporting period, the unduplicated count would be 1. The duplicated count would be 5. For this demonstration, we will enter 50 unduplicated individuals, 50 duplicated service counts. The demographic sections that follow must add up to these totals. This means that the category breakdowns throughout the form should match the totals entered. Before moving forward, let's review the Save and Resume Later feature. If you need to stop working on the report and return later, select Save and Resume Later. Formstack will send you a unique return link by email. You can use that link to continue where you left off. A few important reminders. The Resume link remains active for 30 days. Keep the original reporting email in a safe location. Partial submissions are not supported by Formstack in this case. Your report is only submitted after you complete the entire form and select Submit. Throughout the form, you will see a section called Data Entry Verification. This feature helps ensure your totals are accurate. The verification section compares the following: the totals you entered earlier, the totals entered in the current category, and the difference between those values. Your goal is for every difference field to equal 0. A 0 means your category totals must match the number of individuals reported earlier. If the difference is not zero, the form will ask you to review your entries before moving forward. Think of this section as a built-in quality check. It helps prevent reporting errors before submission. The next section asks you to report individuals by disability category. Enter the number of individuals served in each category. As you enter values, watch the data entry verification section update automatically. Continue until your category totals equal the number of individuals reported earlier. Once the difference equals zero, you will be asked whether the totals match. Select yes, then select next. Next, we will report residency and housing information. Report individuals using their permanent address zip code. Select the appropriate zip code category and enter the number of individuals served. If a client does not have a permanent address or the address is unknown, use the most appropriate alternative category. These include residency unknown, refused to disclose, homeless inside Boulder County, homeless outside Boulder County. You will also report housing status when known. Housing categories include sheltered, unsheltered, unstable housing. For example, individuals who are couch surfing, doubled up with others, or living in a vehicle may be counted under unstable housing. As with all demographic sections, confirm that your totals match before moving forward. The age section works the same way as previous demographic categories. Enter the number of individuals served in each age group. After entering your data, review the verification section. In this example, notice that our totals do not match. The difference shows -10. This means 10 individuals have not yet been accounted for. When this happens, stop and review your source data. You may discover missing information or incomplete entries. For this example, we will place those individuals in the unknown category. Now the totals match. The difference is zero. We can select yes and continue. The remaining demographic sections follow the same process. These categories may include race, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, language, or other program-specific demographic categories. Enter data for every field. Do not leave any fields blank. If information is unavailable, use the appropriate category such as unknown, refused to disclose, not collected. If your organization does not currently collect information such as sexual orientation or gender identity, we encourage you to consider collecting it when appropriate. This data helps us better understand who is being served and identify opportunities to improve program accessibility and inclusion. The household section is slightly different from previous categories. Here, you will report households rather than individuals. Enter the total number of households served, then provide any additional household information requested in the form. Because households and individuals are different measures, these totals may not match earlier individual counts. That is expected. Before submitting your report, carefully review the final certification page. By submitting the form, you are confirming that you reviewed all reported information, you understand the definitions of duplicated and unduplicated counts. All category totals match their reported totals. No required fields have been left blank. Missing information has been reported appropriately, and the information provided is accurate and complete to the best of your knowledge. If the form identifies an error, return to the appropriate section and correct the issue before submitting. Once everything has been reviewed, select Submit. You should then see a confirmation message indicating that your report has been successfully submitted. The program evaluation reports will follow a similar process. However, those reporting forms are customized for each provider and program. The reporting categories used in those forms were developed collaboratively during the contracting process and are included in your contract documents. You will also receive PDF copies of the approval reporting categories for reference. The end-of-year narrative report will be provided separately and will follow a similar submission process. Thank you for taking the time to complete this training. We appreciate your partnership and your commitment to providing accurate reporting data. If you have any questions about reporting requirements or need assistance completing your forms, please contact the Data and Performance team. We will be happy to assist you. Have a wonderful day.